and away we blow.
She has no life, she has no friends, she's got no clue, she's trans and mental. She watches things, she watches you.
Hey guys, it's me, Patricia at least. Why do they call me at least? Well, because at least I'm not some trans YouTubers, you know. So today we're going to watch a video about a transphobic rant. Transphobia. I know it's a scary word, and I'm probably gonna piss my drawers, but I'm gonna have to do it for the good of the nation, you know. It's a very noble thing that I do on this here channel here, and I should be rewarded for it, but I guess that's for another day. Right now, I'm going to watch this video that is a viewer suggestion from a while back that I'm just now getting around to. Sorry, I'm a busy gal. I guess if sitting on your ass making cringy videos and music constitutes busy, then yeah, I'm a busy gal. All I know is it's a video by a channel called The Line Edge. I have no clue who The Line Edge is. My jacket is not cooperating. I apologize. It will be punished later. Anyways, this video is about, or it's from the channel called The Line Edge. And from the thumbnail, I gather that it's a guy or two guys that have something to do with trans topics because they're talking about it. And this is a video about a transphobic rant. Ought to be good. Will these guys be bashing trans women such as me? Or perhaps defending us? That is a very noble thing to do, in my opinion. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, right now while I'm thinking about it, I've had people tell me that my channel is weird. I don't see anything weird about this channel though, personally. It's just a run-of-the-mill reactor commentary channel, isn't it? There's nothing really that stands out about me, and that kind of sucks. I'm a little depressed now, but I've got a video to watch. So yeah, I don't really have any preamble because I've got nothing to ample about. This video is brought to you by me, Patricia Elise, sitting here recording it right now. Let's see what the video has to offer, guys.
Kevin's calling from Oregon. Kevin's a theist, pronouns are him, that says, which biological women can play a skilled position in the NFL? Name one. I don't know any, couldn't possibly name any, don't understand why it's relevant to anything.
Yeah, you got Google right there. Go ahead. Name one biological woman that's ever played a skilled position in the NFL in the entire history of the NFL.
Kevin,
name one.
Why does this matter?
Kevin, listen to me. I can't name one. Kevin,
because you're fucking delusional. That's why it matters.
Kevin, I can't name one, and it doesn't matter. What difference does it make?
You can't name one, can you, Matt?
Jesus fucking Christ. I can't name one. There may not be one. Why is it relevant?
Yeah.
I'm trying to ask you.
Why is it? Why is
my
that?
God.
Why isn't there one?
You fucking dipshit. I am literally setting you up so that you can make your point, but you're too fucking stupid to recognize it. I'm asking you, why is it relevant whether I can name a woman, a biological woman, whatever the fuck that is, who can play a skilled position in the NFL? I don't know, and I'm asking you why it's relevant. And instead of answering the question about why it's relevant and making your case, you decided that it's much better for you to get muted and talked over because you're a little beta boy who's really upset about this stuff. At no point did any of us say that there are women who would be able to compete in the NFL. I'm just saying I would allow it. I don't know whether they compete. I don't know if there's women. I don't think there's women, generally speaking. I don't know that any of them tried out for the NFL. But there might be trans men and trans women who might play in the NFL. There could also be cis women who play in the NFL. But the fact that we don't have a cis woman competing in the NFL is entirely irrelevant to whether or not trans women should be able to participate in women's sports. See, you're talking about the NFL, a men's sport, ostensibly, and that there aren't any women in it. That's like saying, hey, we don't want trans women playing women's sports. So I'm going to talk about why there aren't cis women in cis men's sports. It's bizarre. I set you up for an opportunity to explain. So I'm going to ask you the question. I'm going to make it really easy. Why does it matter to the subject of trans women in women's sports? Why does it matter whether or not there are any women who can play skillfully in the NFL? Try again.
That makes sense.
It matters because it exposes your delusion.
How does it expose my delusion?
You're trying to pretend there's no difference between men and women. And the NFL and the NBA makes it.
No, I'm not. See, the thing, Kevin, is we already recognize there's a difference between men and women, which is why we use the labels men and women. And it's why we note that trans women are women, not men.
Yeah.
We are not only highlighting that there are differences, we are advocating for those things. When you think that you've showed, I found Matt's delusion, he thinks there's no difference between men and women, when I've not only never said that, I've said the exact opposite countless times. You just told on yourself that you don't know what my position is and you can't represent it fairly. And similarly, you didn't answer the question. The question was, with regard to trans women playing in women's sports, how is it relevant whether or not there's a woman who can play a skilled position in the NFL? And your answer was because it exposes my delusion about how there's no difference. That's not my position. I don't have a delusion. You, though, couldn't argue your way out of a wet paper bag, because whether or not there are women who currently can play a skilled position in the NFL or ever could play a skilled position in the NFL is completely irrelevant to whether or not trans women should be included in women's sports. So you get one last try, Kevin, but you're really bad at this.
Yeah. So if LeBron James declares he's a woman tomorrow, should we let him play in the WNBA? You fuck.
Oh, I muted you before you got to your little fucking, you fucker. So if LeBron James says he's a woman tomorrow,
that's not how
you've already made a mistake, because that sentence should say, if LeBron James says she's a woman tomorrow. So you already started by misgendering your fictional LeBron James.
Love him.
But if LeBron James comes out tomorrow as a trans woman, then we should respect her. And it would be up to the WNBA as to whether or not she would qualify to play alongside women in the WNBA.
That's what I've been saying.
They are the ones determining what is or isn't fair for that particular sport, and it's based on science. So stop misgendering LeBron James and start making arguments that aren't built on straw men, and make a case for why this last chance, seriously, last chance. Why does it matter to trans women in women's sports whether a woman can play in the NFL or the NBA? Why does that matter?
Let them know.
The question is fucking stupid. You sound like a fucking idiot.
Anything else you'd like to say before I hang up on you, Kevin? I didn't think so.
Kevin,
you know,
Oregon.
When they call in and say, oh, you guys are wrong on the science, and then they don't present any science. You guys are delusional and think that there's no difference, when that's not what we think or what we said. And their only argument is, the question is fucking stupid. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry that you don't understand the science. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's literally no point in talking to somebody like that. Like, I can appreciate somebody that is very I guess vigorous in their argumentation, but I mean, like, you actually have to have argumentation. Like, you can't just have this whole dude bro attitude and think that you're just going to scoot by on it.
It's so weird because this is really simple. This shows the inability of the average person to understand and evaluate and present a logically valid and sound argument. I'm getting ready to do a video series on my channel.
I absolutely love that show. That was so cool. And now that I think about it, I've heard that name, Matt Dillihunty, before. What's up with Kevin from Oregon? Who cares? Because he got torn down. Like, as he should, in my opinion. Yeah, I like The Line Edge, and I'm going to definitely watch more of them, for sure. That was just so cool. It's very rare when you see somebody stand up for us like that. So anyways, guys, that's all I got for this video. They get my endorsement. So I'll see y'all on the next one, and I hope y'all have a wonderful afternoon.